Lovely people of the Groove Nation, my name is David Lemon, and today we have a Q&A session. So this is a live Q&A we are doing every Thursday. Our last week it was Friday for a particular reason, because we had a special edition of Groove LemonAid where we actually built out a site with a beginner user. So this was something that interfered with our plans, and then we did a normal Q&A session on Friday. But normally it is on Thursdays. So yes, in case you have any questions, please welcome. You're welcome to ask your questions over here. Normally we do an hour and a half, 2 hours of sessions. That's when I start to become a bit unfocused. So yes, I believe I can answer a lot of questions in 2 hours. So if you have any, please pop them into the live stream comments, either on Facebook or YouTube, and I would be more than happy to help you with those. If I don't know the answer, most of the times I just forward you or suggest where the best place is to learn that one, or maybe forward you to support if this is a question about the accounts or the payments. This is not something I can assist you with. This would need to be done by somebody that has access to those details. And yeah, I'm here to support everybody about the tech side of things, or maybe some marketing or business advice that I could assist. I always give my best to do that. So I have already a couple of people here joining in. Eldon is watching us on YouTube and also on Facebook. Good to have you here, Eldon. Keisha Fox is saying good morning all. Ron is watching us. Hello, David. Hello, Groovers. Awesome. So in case you're popping in, you are free to jump into the comment section and just say hi. I like to welcome all the Groovesters that are here. So yes, before we start everything, I wanted to just yeah, here is Darcy. Good morning from sunny Vegas. Alicia is watching us. Nice. Bill, did they really? Okay, so in case you have any questions, as Bill, he immediately went into asking questions. In case you have a question, please put a Q in front of the question, because there is a lot of answering and basically a lot of chit chat going on in the live stream comments. So please put a Q in front of your questions. So Bill, I would just suggest you put a Q and then repost your question, because once I'm just scrolling through the comments, I may lose your comments or your question before the queue itself. So I will actually open a presentation that not this one, but a presentation that I usually use for when we are doing live streams. This is something that a lot of people forget, so I'll just keep this on for the rest of the video. And instead of this one, please use a Q in front of your questions, like this. Question how to da da da. This is helping me big time. So in case you could do that, it would be highly appreciated. So very good. I wanted to just mention something over here. Let me just copy this one. And then this way. Okay. I'll just use this on for the rest of the live stream. I wanted to tell you something that I've been struggling with in the past month is that people try to jump over hoops and get answers and help faster, and they don't go to support, but they go directly to me. So at this moment I have 300 and something unanswered messenger inboxes. So in case you're one of the person that is still waiting for me to answer your question, I'm slowly going through them, but every day I'm getting more and more overrun with questions. As you can see, just in the past 5 minutes, I received 9 new people messaging me. So in case you're trying to get an answer from me and you're waiting for it, like, try to find an answer different way. I'm slowly going through the messages, but it's taking a long time. So as you imagine, this gets me away from doing training videos. This gets me away from actually doing support in the community and focusing on one person at a time. And I would like to actually help with one information, but that can help a lot of people at the same time. We have our support team. If they don't have the information they need, they will reach out to me. But in case you have a support, something that you need help with, please reach out to them first. In case they don't know the answer to, they will reach out to me. This way I can focus on what I'm doing the best, doing the trainings and supporting the community, and the support questions let's leave to the support team. So this is something I wanted to ask you guys, because people get frustrated with me. I already sent you a message 2 weeks ago and didn't hear back. I understand and I thank you for reaching out to me, but I'm not a support person. There is a full support team. I know that sometimes it is a bit longer wait with them than with me, but even now with me it is a long wait because I get overrun by people. So in case you are here, you're listening, and you have a question that you ask me, please reach out to support. There is a whole team behind it that can answer questions faster than just one person in the Facebook community. So that out of the way, I will start by answering the questions over here. Exactly. So, David, we need you for the more difficult things. Thanks for reminding others to go to support first. Absolutely. So, this is something I'm willing to help and I'm able to help, but things like I cannot access my account is not something I can help you. But replying to these questions takes a long time, and it's taking away the precious time I could work with others, do training videos, training tutorials, and then basically just jump in the community and answer questions there. So let me just answer the questions first from the comment section of this post. Today I posted this image over here. Groove LemonAid session is today. Pop your questions here, and then a lot of people did. So I will go through these questions first, and then I will jump over to the live stream questions there. So Ramiro Vidal asked, "Hi David, when will be 100% functional GroovePages, GrooveMember, and GrooveMail? 100% functional will never be. We will never have something that we are happy with. So we will be always adding on new features, and basically the software is never complete. However, it depends what functions you need. Again, it's relative. We will have a more stable platform that will be out of beta next year by May. But for now, we're just adding on new features. It is already stable. You can create the form. You can have the form on your pages. You can receive the customer information like their names, emails, and things like this. And then you can already create your sequences, and you can create broadcasts and send them out. So this is already stable, and you can start using that. It just depends when you need what you need with GrooveMail. GrooveMember is getting an update this week. It is a bit delayed because of some server issues, but it is being updated. By the end of this week, we will have more stable GrooveMember, and not necessarily additional features, but the features that are in there will be working as intended. GroovePages there are bugs, but I believe GroovePages is solid enough to actually create your business. And I was assisting a couple of users previously that already had paying users, paying customers for their sites, for their funnels. So GroovePages is active, and it's really working well. Even our pages, we have in Groove, we have $1 million company, or actually a couple of $1 million companies that are on GroovePages, and they are working well. When we'll be ready, filter for open, not open emails in GrooveMail automations. We don't have GrooveMail automations yet. That is something that is coming, but I believe you're talking here about analytics when it shows open or not open. I know, actually, I believe this is something that you're talking about send out an email to people that didn't open the email. So that is a feature that will be coming to GrooveMail. I don't know when. I don't have an estimated time. I have too many questions. I created a GrooveMember training and now have no clue how to connect it to GrooveKart, GroovePages, and GrooveMail. I'd like to see a start to finish training video on how to set up fully functional training platform with sales page, checkout, login. Actually, I have a training on this one where we created a page in GroovePages. We set it up with, actually, I could have just clicked over here. Set it up with a sales process through GrooveSell, and we connected the platform. And this is the video over here. And I will just share this out to Curry so that he has the answer over there. I don't know if this was already answered or not, but this is the answer here. And also for you, I got notes from Darcy last time that I should paste in the links into the chat for Facebook and for YouTube so that people can easily access them. So this is the first link I was sharing. This is creating a funnel using GroovePages, GrooveSell, and GrooveMember. Now, keep in mind, GrooveMember still has a couple of things that are not working as intended, but this is what I just mentioned previously. We're getting an update that will be sorting out basically all of these things. Where was I? Here. He had another question. I post a video with my theme page with all the circle images on mobile. They go straight down. It looks terrible. It does not stack them 2 by 2, even shrink them down on 4 by 4 by mobile. Just straight down. Yeah, I believe this is an issue that I've seen previously, and this was also on a video that I just recently created, and this is on YouTube, and you can see how I went around it. So whenever you're working with mobile responsiveness and you have things like this that you don't want to show in the vertical position, I actually worked on this one over here. So we had an image, basically 4 images that were lined up on a page, one below the other. Let me just see if this is over here. So here there was one image and it was not even placed correctly on the page. So one image, then there is another image, and there is another image below that. And I worked on this. So as you can see here, this was four images on the page. And in this video, I actually go through to show how I want it to look like on a mobile device, and I didn't want it to be like that. So there is 4 images. So I exactly show, this is in 1 hour 2 seconds. I actually went in there to show exactly what I did with these. So in case you are interested, you can learn from here how not to have 4 images just stacked up below each other. So this is somewhere around 1 hour mark in this video. And let me just share it out from here. So this will be starting at 1 hour mark. I will paste in the answer over here. So in case you're watching it, you will know what this is intended for. This is for you guys in case you would like to learn how to not have 4 images stacked up on top of each other, but to show 2 by 2 or something like that. Good. So let's just go on. Rimpy Singh, when will the option to search templates be available? Also, if the platinum members be able to see which templates be included in the free one? Yes, very good question. This categorization and filtering is being worked on at this moment. We have, I believe, 1 or 2 developers on this one. So it is being worked on. I have no clue when that will be released. But yeah, we're waiting for it. Everybody, even the designers, I work with the design team. I actually communicate to them what templates we would need to do and what our users are asking for. So we are all eagerly waiting for that filtering option, but it is being worked on. It's custom done. Other companies created these filtering options from pre-made templates that they can just download from the internet. We are creating our own, which will have more functions than the previous and the other companies do. Abdulaziz is asking, when are we going to fully start using GrooveMember and GrooveMail and Mail conveniently? I don't know. It depends what features you need. There are people that are already using GrooveMail without any issues, sending out emails, collecting the leads and things like this. GrooveMember, as I mentioned, it's getting an update, and then after that, it will be much more stable to have your courses and your content on there. But the integration between these two platforms, they require actually a bit more stable stable apps. So GrooveMember needs to receive a couple more updates so that it can be integrated deeply with GrooveMail and as well with GroovePages and with GrooveSell and things like this. So there is a bit of more time needed for that one. Isai is asking, how can we get HTML code for our GrooveMail forms? I only see the embed code. I'm not sure what you mean by HTML code, but the embed code is the HTML form that you embed to your pages. It is actually not HTML, but it is, I believe, JavaScript, or I'm not very good with these types of code, but it is a code that you embed to any page. It doesn't have to be GroovePage. So I don't know what you actually mean by this one. In case you are thinking about the integration, when will the integration be done? There will be an integration available already next week, where you will be going into integrations and you can set up the whole form as with any other integration, like with MailChimp, for example. So we'll have that, I believe, next week. Don't quote me on that. It is being worked on and it is going to be released soon. Another question from Rimpy: can we use the videos that are on GrooveDigital and use them as our own to promote GrooveFunnels? You can use a couple that are there. I believe on a YouTube channel we have a couple of these videos, and this is one of the GrooveFunnels promotional video. We also had another video. This is the GrooveFunnels free account. You can use this one, but changing anything on here is not allowed. So basically, in case you come download the video and chop it up and put in your details, this is not allowed. In case you want, you can take this video, like you click on it, and then you literally come over here, share and embed. If you embed your video somewhere on the page, or in case you use the GroovePages video or YouTube video element, you can use that, no problem. But changing anything inside our videos, inside our content, is not permitted. And also, don't promote as you are Groove. I've seen, and I had to stop a couple of Facebook pages and basically reported them, and we are not allowing them to receive any more commissions because they were promoting Groove as they were Groove. So this is something that is not allowed, and there will be actions for the people that do this. So don't do this one. There is a lot better ways to actually promote Groove, and a lot simpler ways. And basically, this way you're promoting Groove as your Groove, so people are coming to Groove and thinking that that it's them the whole time. But the problem appears when people promise something that is not from the company. So let's just say I create my page as I am Groove, but I'm not, and I overpromise, like, yeah, if you signed up for the free account, you will get $100 and things like this, and then this creates problems for us. So we're hunting those pages down, we're hunting those groups down. In case you have a group that is promote or a Facebook page or any kind of different promotional materials where you're actually talking as you are GrooveFunnels or you are GrooveDigital, this is not permitted, and there will be actions against that. I don't want to scare people, but there needs to be some type of a security and some type of legal action if this happens. How to integrate pop-up to get response for the landings? I believe she is actually talking about creating a pop-up on a page. I'm not quite sure. There are videos on how to create that in case you just come to our channel and you type in pop-up. You can find videos on that, how to create pop-up sign-up forms, how to create awesome looking pop-ups. These are short videos, 7 and 12 minutes, as you can see here, but it's very, very simple. So in case let's just create a new site for this LemonAid and start from scratch so that everything can be seen what we are doing. It's very simple. You click here on pop-ups, create a new pop-up. You decide what page you want it to be appearing on, here on which page to appear. Would it be a standard pop-up? Standard, that means that you need to click on a button to activate a pop-up. Would it be an entry? So for example, if you have for example, your home page, now it is set up to be on a home page, and you can set it up that somebody that visits the home page, show them the pop-up after 5 seconds. You can decide show them on every visit or show them only once. So this is the entry pop-up, so whenever somebody loads in the page. And you can also create an exit pop-up, that is basically when people try to exit the page, when they come with their mouse over here or basically up here, then this pop-up would show up. You can also decide every visit or only once. So that is about the pop-ups. You can design it the same way as pages. So you can click on different things. You can put in colors and I don't know, text sizes. You also have responsiveness for the pop-up, so you can create responsive pop-ups yourself as well, which is kind of cool. Basically everything is the same as when you're designing pages. So that's about the pop-ups. Let's just have a look at another question. I have a supplement product and I have created a sales page using GroovePages. I would like to use GrooveKart as a payment processing platform. I wish to offer 1 tub, 3 tub, 5 tub for a monthly subscription. However, I don't think GrooveKart supports recurring billing. I can't use GrooveSell as suppliers only integrate with GrooveKart. How do I get around this, or will I not be able to offer the recurring subscription offer? A little frustrating. Clive, that shouldn't be frustrating. This is something that is coming, and I can show you an official message from the developer. There are a couple of things that are coming to GrooveKart, and one of the things is this recurring payments, or basically a monthly subscription on physical items. And let me just show you here. Let me just find the message. Here we go. So, oops, not here. So right now in Works, cloning elements released. New themes are coming 1st of October. Multi-language releasing next week. Same login for GrooveFunnels before October. Recurring payments. There is no ETA at this moment. As you can see, this is being worked on right now. Stock management and order note abilities. Whenever you order something, you can put a note for the supplier. This is all coming, and this is being worked on right now. What we are doing, we are planning to do what's the name? An infographic like what we have for GrooveFunnels. We are planning to do one of those for GrooveKart as well, but it is taking a bit of time. But this is coming, and it is, I mean, don't get frustrated because of these things. You're using a software that is now in beta, being merged, getting updates and things like this. So getting frustrated will not help. Affiliate program for one-of-a-kind physical product. I'm not quite sure what I should answer to this one, but let's just go on to the next one and then see if there is a question in there. There is a feature request for adding the ability to take payments in different currencies other than just USD. This is super vital for me, as many others who need to charge in their own currency. So just wondering if that is in the works and if we have any idea when that might be coming. Edit, this is the one single thing that is stopping a lot of my clients for jumping in on a lifetime. So it would be great for affiliate commissions too. Axel, this is something that is that has been thought of from the beginning. So this is coming. It has been pushed back a little bit because groovefunnels.com/infographic. It is even on here on the infographic. So if you haven't seen it, you can have a look. It has been pushed back into October. Here we go. So October 14th is for now. More GrooveSell functionality, GrooveSell payments, recurring installments, PayPal risk mitigation, and multiple currencies. So this will be for GrooveSell. GrooveKart already has multiple currencies, so you can use it there. But for GrooveSell, this will be coming at this moment. It is on schedule for October 14th. It is not 100% sure that it will be ready by that time. This is a goal that our developers are trying to keep, but yes, we'll need to see. This is something that is coming, so you can now relax. Basically, this should not stop getting the Groove promoted, because the more features we add on, the more the value of the platform is. In case you get your clients onto the one-time payment right now, even before all these functions are added on, they will be super happy with that. I believe this kind of deal is a once in a lifetime opportunity, I believe. Ruchi Gupta is asking, will there be any feature like customizable sign-up forms as in ConvertKit with Groove for WordPress users? I don't think so. I'm planning to move to ConvertKit for signups, just checking if I should wait. ConvertKit is something that we will have GrooveMail for. So if you want, you can use GrooveMail forms to use on your WordPress sites. You can just embed it very simply, but we will not have a plugin for the time being. I don't believe that there will be a plugin for WordPress. Maybe when somebody else decides to do it using the SDK. Basically, we'll have an SDK, which is a software development kit, which is over here in the towards the end of the year. It is coming out. Where is it here? So similar to WordPress plugin and iPhone apps, we will have our own apps that people can create themselves. So this is something that will be added on, and then once we have SDK, people can develop WordPress plugins and all kinds of different things. So that is it. Julie Choi, have you done the video on how to do padding so all devices are good to go? Yes. And basically depends on every site and how you actually build it. In case you use pre-made blocks, there are already paddings on there. If you want more, you need to add them on yourself. There is no block that is created 100% as you would like it to look like on all the devices, so there will be customization needed, and we have easy way to actually customize everything. So just select the sides left and right, do a padding on the block section, and let me just show you what I mean by it. So let's just take content, for example, something that is wide, something like that. And in case you're not happy with the padding on the mobile, for example, you just select the block itself, not the container, but the block, and you just add spacing, padding left and right here, for example, 1.5, and now it looks better. So this has been changing only on this device. Basically, it has changed on other devices, as you can see here, but for example, I don't want it on the tablet. I just move it back to 0.5, and over here I actually don't want any. So what we did now is we added on padding of 1.5 on the mobile phone, we added on 0.5 on a tablet, and then on the rest we actually removed the padding, as you can see here, the extra padding that we added it on. Okay, that's basically it. It's pretty simple to do, so you can just do this for your own pages. Hey David, a question from Ron. Is it possible to use more new fonts? If so, how can you upload it? You cannot use your own fonts, but using CSS you can actually use your own fonts. I have been playing with it, but I haven't had success yet. But this is just myself, because I'm not very familiar with CSS, and I didn't get to asking for help. So CSS, or actually you can just Google it. Use Google fonts CSS, something like that. Google Fonts is a library of fonts that are uploaded online, so you can start using them immediately. There are ways using these types of font codes into your sites, but I haven't played enough with it so that I know how to use it. But it is pretty simple, and I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube are available that you can watch on this one. But yeah, so just explore a little bit. It shouldn't be very hard. I just didn't play enough with it. Daniel Amadi, I created my first funnel, but the landing page displays error. What did I do wrong? I have no clue what you did wrong, and I don't know what could have gone wrong before seeing it. So what you would need to do, Daniel, is send me a loom dot what not me, basically a support or anybody that could help you. Create a loom.com video and explain exactly what happens and when that happens and why that happens. Basically, what are you trying to do so that the error happens? This way we actually have something to work with and we can assist you. Just by saying the landing page displays an error is not enough information for us to work with. Jesse's asking, this might be a tech support question, but is there a reason why the upsells in GrooveKart aren't working for me? Again, I don't know how you set it up, and it's not very picky. Like, oh my god, I'm an upsell and I don't want to work with Jesse Lee today. It's like, it's not like that. So in order for us to actually investigate it a bit more, we would need to look into it. So I would suggest you to reach out to support in order to do that. Good. So there are a couple of people that are asking questions and they're saying, thank you for the tip. I'm having issues, da da da. I don't see your names. So please, in case you are new and you haven't used, in case you didn't come to our live streams yet, please head over to streamyard.com/Facebook. This is available also in the description of this video, basically in the title description. You can click on that button and then I will see your name and I can answer your questions directly. So that is going to be better for you and for me, because I'll be able to assist you and answer the question with your name. So let's just continue over here. I tried to import a page from lead pages to GroovePages. It did not work. I'm not sure which URL to import. The website web address my users will use to visit my page. The shared template URL, when I tried it, said please wait while uploading, but nothing happened. The publish option URL, I don't think so. So this may be because the import feature is still being worked on. We are getting all kinds of different error messages and responses with the import feature. Different platforms have different functionality and they have their own components in the code. So we need to just iron these out, these issues. So when pages being imported from lead pages, it recognizes the lead pages components. When it's being imported from WordPress, it recognizes these components. So we are working on this one slowly, but I believe this is the issue. So it is usually the published URL. So in case you come to groovefunnels.com, that would be the URL that you need to import. It's not the share template, because I don't believe that is an HTML and CSS page that can be the design can be uploaded. But basically, when you have a page opened and you see the actual page, it's not some function, it's not an embed or something like that. When you see the actual final page and you want to import the design, you copy over the published link on the top of your browser. So this link, and not from Facebook. Don't try to import Facebook. I've seen actually people try to import Google and I import Facebook and it didn't work. And I'm like, oh my God, come on. But yeah, so in lead pages, I believe this is because of we are still working on it. Is there yet a beginner's tutorial for GrooveMail somewhere? There is an overview of GrooveMail, but GrooveMail has 2 updates coming, I believe this week. So after that is done, I believe I can do a video on that tomorrow. A beginner's guide tutorial where it is not going into all the depths of the functionality, but yeah, actually I could do a tutorial on that one tomorrow. But the overview will help you understand what you have, how you will be able to use it. And for this overview that I'm talking about, you can just find it here. Oops, there we go. So that is the video I have currently on GrooveMail. This was created when it came out. Here we go. So it still needs a couple of updates, and there was one update. There is 2 more coming this week that will make it much better. Is there a way of importing other funnels from other platforms to Groove? Yes, we have the import feature, as I mentioned previously. Here is a page. When you create a new page inside the builder, you click on this plus icon, and we have the URL importer feature here. However, it is basically an alpha version of it. It's not even beta. In the test environment, we had a lot more successes with importing pages. And then when we put it out live, it is a huge task for the dev team. They are working on it slowly, but in case you import your page and it doesn't look right, don't get frustrated. It is just something new and something that is still being worked on. How to build a funnel members area without using GrooveMembers. It is actually something that I wanted to do a video on, and I will probably do a video on Monday. Is usually the day when we do live builds. But on Monday, if you haven't seen it yet, it is a huge thing. We have a major announcement that we're doing instead of the Monday live stream. So Mike, Donna, me, and a couple of special guests are coming on to do this major announcement, and I highly suggest you come there and you have a look at this one. There will be a replay, but I mean, you will be jolly happy with being on this live stream. It is on Monday, September 28th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is in 2020, in case you're watching a replay. So yeah, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is in Europe, which is my time, 6 p.m. And this is the normal time when we have trainings on Mondays. So I believe I could do this video that Catherine is asking me to do. I could do this on Tuesday. So Tuesday, we will do a membership dashboard without GrooveMember. Let's have a look at Tuesday is 29th. 29th of September. Super strange when I comment like this to people and they are not watching the actual live stream. It will be like, okay, what's this? It may be a bit strange when I just drop a link and don't write anything, but I'm just doing this for the speed's sake. Pia Bose, I have a simple but fundamental problem. I simply can't scroll down. The pages are only showing halfway and I can't do any editing. Okay, well, this is now a problem for me. I have no clue what platform is this on. Guys, in case you're asking questions, please put a Q. I mean, it's literally on the screen. Please use a quote Q in front of your questions, okay? So this person who wrote this one, please use a Q in front of the question. So for Pia, I don't know what platform, if this is on GroovePages, GrooveKart, GrooveMember, GrooveMail, Groove what, GrooveSell. I have, the pages are only showing halfway and I can't do any editing. Okay, so this is now a bit smaller. So we have pages in GrooveMember, GroovePages, and GrooveKart. So now this is 3 platforms. I would just say, please record short loom.com video so I can see the issue. I usually put loom.com and not just a loom, because then this way they get direct link to actually download the app I want them to use. So this is why I usually answer with loom.com. Daryl, how do you link multiple form fields to GroovePages, from GroovePages to MailChimp, except name, address, phone number? Okay, so this one, Daryl, I created a video on that, and this is custom pages. Custom forms. So if you form, how to create a custom form in GroovePages. In case you watch this video, it is simple but powerful. So it explains what a form consists of, and after watching this video you will be proficient in using the form builder, and this will be useful in the future as well, because a lot of apps that will be coming, like Groove Quiz, Groove Survey, they will be working with a similar type of technology. I feel absolutely ignorant. It seems so many have figured this out, but on my screen there are no options. Okay. Zapier is not working with GrooveSell. Yeah, Zapier is not working with GrooveSell. That is not an integration for GrooveSell yet. It is only for GroovePages. Only GroovePages. There is work being done on this one, on Zapier, to work with other platforms. But first, we are actually trying to implement the integration between GrooveSell and GroovePages and GrooveMail and GrooveMember and these things. And this is where our integration people are working on now. So that is, even if you come to Zapier, it tells you GrooveFunnels, but it only allows you to actually import form fields from GroovePages. I'll actually not log in there because I will spend some time, but it is not a GrooveSell integration yet. How to integrate GrooveMail and pop-up, but wait. So this type of thing is not, but in GrooveSell works with webhooks, and webhooks are a part of Zapier. Let me just edit my answer, because people will be coming with pitchforks and shovels and want to get my head up, because it works with webhooks and Zapier has webhooks. There you go. Keener answer. So once you log in, I have a free account at the moment. Oops, not this one. Here, let's just use this. Webhooks are a part of Zapier. So in case you come over here and you say, you can see here, webhooks by Zapier, you need to have a premium account, basically a paid account with Zapier. You cannot do this with a free one. In case you choose the event GrooveFunnels, and then do this, basically you choose no, I made a mistake. The event would need to be not this, but the event would need to be Zapier webhooks. Then it will be work. So Zapier webhooks to your other platform that you want to use, then it will be working. But it is not an integration with GrooveSell yet. I spent too much time on explaining this. How to integrate GrooveMail and pop-up to deliver free ebook. So you create a form. No pitchfork throwing, guys and girls. Absolutely. Thank you very much for that. When you're in GrooveMail, you can create a form. Let's just have a look at the basic form Subscriber form. Let's have a look how this looks like. Okay, so first name, last name, email, and phone. I'm fine with this. You set up the form actually, and then you get the, oops, not that, but get the code. There you go. You copy over this code and you head over to your GroovePages app. Then you create a pop-up, and I usually do suggest you to choose a template first, then elements, and then from here you choose an embed code element like that. Then you click on it, and then you paste in the code that you got from GrooveMail. This way it loads inside here. As you can see now, it loaded in the form that we created in GrooveMail. You can use this on a pop-up, you can use this on a normal page. I'll be doing a training tomorrow on this one because I see a lot of people are struggling with this question. So tomorrow, which is 25th of September 2020, you will find a training on how to do exactly this and much more. So here now you can size it. It doesn't have to be so huge. Let's just close this, and you can see here it is not center aligned. Let's just align it on the page. We need to use a container. Here we go. Now we can align it in the center, and basically that is it. Now you can delete the rest of the things that you have if you don't want it, and then in this case I would just make it 100%. Like that. This way you get the form. You can also size this one properly to be bigger. Oops, relative to the parent. Why is it not going? Okay, so relative to the page. Yeah, as you've seen, when we have elements like text on the pop-up, it actually lets us have wider page for some reason. I don't know why is that, but yeah, let's just save and exit, and let's just preview. We need to actually put a button. I'm just doing it very quickly. This is not a tutorial. I just want to show you how to actually do it slowly. I'll be doing, not slowly, just do it fast. I'll be doing a tutorial on this one tomorrow. So this is now our site, and with this one, it is loading in the form, and now you can fill it out, submit, and now it is giving us an error for some reason, but that's basically how you do it. Good. Let's just go on to the next. Yeah, the form that I created was from a week ago, basically on Monday when the GrooveMail came out, and since then there was an update that fixed the issue of this one not happening anymore, but it didn't fix the old forms that were created. So in case you create a new form, it doesn't happen anymore. Rishanel, what is the average approval time for GroovePay? I applied but didn't hear anything back. I need to integrate it in GrooveSell instead of the expensive Stripe and PayPal. Expensive Stripe and Pay. I have no clue. GroovePay is sort of like a separate company, separate entity of Groove. It's not connected to GrooveFunnels, and I have basically no connection for the people that are working with GroovePay. I would just write them an email again just to see is there any updates. But I really cannot help you with GroovePay, unfortunately. It is all on their support. Myself, I'm not familiar with. I haven't applied for GroovePay, and I don't know what's the time. What's the usual response time? I really cannot help you with the GroovePay question. I'm heading out of town and can't watch, but here's a video of a serious problem I'm having and would love to see if you can answer this on video or post, and I'll watch it later. Let's see the serious problem that Rob has.
Here's what I'm doing. This is a pre-made block. This is the design block. So I try to increase the path.
Okay.
What I'm trying to do is put a header up here.
Yeah, that's not how you do it.
So I have tried to put a column, and you can no idea where it went. No, that's not good. So on a design block, because I'm trying to use design blocks now because I can't get the others to work on mobile. So on a design block, how do I put another element above what's already in the design block? That's my issue. Thanks.
You don't.
You don't have any.
So the issue is that Rob is trying to actually put a design block, and on that exactly the same design block. The design block is pre-designed in code. It is not created in Groove. So the blocks, as you can see, a lot of blocks, for example, covers, they are called, let's just use a design block like here, cover, they are called design blocks. They have stylable elements which were coded. So when you click somewhere on the page, you may see stylable element written down over here. I don't know if it will show on this one or not, but a lot of things cannot be done on these ones. So you cannot create everything as you want on other places. For example, what he is creating is a design block with 3 columns. Let's just find something that is a design block with 3 columns. Maybe this. And then after that, what he's trying to do is actually put a column up here, but it's not how it works. So you with the pre-designed blocks, you cannot do that. This is why I work. You can see this is a stylable element. So stylable elements are coded in. This is working with code. So the code is saying on this position on the page, show an icon. On this position on the page, show text. So stylable elements you cannot change. So in this case, what I would suggest Rob to do is, let's see if we can do this, is to start an empty container on the top, basically empty block, and just put a header over there. What he is having up here, okay, so he has a background image and he wants to use that 3-column layout with it. It will not be showing up nicely. You would need to either find a wireframe block that, where am I here? A wireframe block that has 3 columns. You can achieve the same thing. Let me just show you. So by actually pulling this one over here, this one over here, this one over here, and giving it a background. Let's just do it in blue. Here we go. When we actually have a look at the mobile, it is stacked up the same. So you can see this is the pre-designed block that we were using. It is showing up this way. This is a custom new block that we were using. But the difference is now when you actually take a header, you cannot put it anywhere here, but you can, sorry, no, the container. So you, come on, I didn't click here. So you pull it out. You cannot put it above everything, but here you can put it below and you can put it above. And this is why I work with not designed blocks. I know that he is trying to increase the speed of his build with the design blocks, but it doesn't give you the flexibility. It is already pre-designed. It is not used to actually it is not designed so that you can actually modify everything on that block. It's a pre-designed block. That's it. That's why it's called pre-designed block. But when you actually want something custom, you will need to think of a way that you can achieve that. And then you can, using an empty block that has 3 columns, 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that was a short demonstration. Let's just have a look. How to integrate GroovePages with GrooveMail. The form does not show up fully on my page. They said it's been fixed this week, but haven't. Okay, it shows up fully on the page. I don't know what the problem is. The form actually shows up fully on the page already. So I just demonstrated it previously in the pop-up. So I will not do it again, but it shows up nicely. Where does a newbie start training? Okay, so there is a welcome to GrooveFunnels video that I did recently, and this is something that, or intro to GrooveFunnels, this is something I would share with a newbie to watch. And please use Q in front of your questions. Caleb, I can see you asked a question. I cannot see your name here in StreamYard, but I just saw it on Facebook. Please approve StreamYard to access your details. This way I will see your name when you're commenting. And also, please put a Q in front of your question. Thank you. Joe, okay, this is a Bible over here. Let's just read through. I'm confused about naming of pages. I'm a Platinum user. I want to create several different business pages and funnels. Okay. I don't have my own domain name yet, so created my first practice funnel and published with the Groove subdomain of drive.groove, example not real name. Then spotted the wedding template to how to play with a new page. When I wanted to publish it as wedding, however, I couldn't. It wanted me to publish it as drive or change all the way. Yeah, from a business perspective, a wedding business with a web address of Drive and vice versa won't look very impressive. Why can I not have more than one subdomain as long as they are unique? Do I need to basically get my own domain names for everything going forward, which isn't ideal yet as I haven't launched my business yet and may need to change names? Many thanks. So, good question, Joanna. Subdomains are user specific. One user can have one subdomain, and this is basically hard coded. It's not only on our page builder. You have a lot of different page builders out there that only give you one subdomain. And I understand what you're saying, but when you are testing, as you said, you are playing with the platform and you are not actually using it as a live example. You can create a subdomain like what I did, for example, lemon.groovepages. Like you can just create joanna.groovepages or something like that. That will be specific to you, and wherever you share it, any type of niche it is, it will be relevant because it's something that you create. You can also go the route where for example, I created an account which has boom.groovepages. So BWOOM. It's not double O. It's the BOOM.groovepages.com. This way, doesn't have any sort of meaning, but it is still relevant because for practice, it doesn't matter what type of subdomain you have. In case you actually want to publish the page and use it as an example, I do recommend using custom domains. Custom domain costs you I don't know, a couple of dollars per year. It is really not that big of an investment, and subdomains you can have only one. It's the same on GrooveKart, it's the same on GrooveSell, it's the same on GrooveMember. For now, you can have one subdomain. Okay, this GrooveMail, I want to click over here. Will GrooveMail have the same functionality as Klaviyo, and will you eventually have an SMS feature? We will have an SMS feature, and this will be using Twilio, so we will not have an inbuilt SMS feature, but it will be an integration that you can use. And I have never used Klaviyo, so I cannot say if this will be the same functionality or not, but we will have very, very good functionality. Perfect. That was my answer. Have they said any ETA on this one? There is no ETA on the SMS function. Am I the only one who can see it? Okay, so this is again Zapier. This is not available. It's only for GroovePages. Has anyone been able to create a GrooveMember area that works? My link just goes to 505. There is a bug in this one, and this is going to be fixed with the update coming out this week. Will the page builder be improving to? No, we will never improve the page builder. Absolutely not. To make it I mean, come on. To make it easier to design once and have to take minimal changes to work on mobile with both Carter and Tribe. Okay, I love these, like comparing a beta platform to platforms that are 4, 5, 6 years old. It's not correct to do that. Absolutely, like every week there's an update to the platforms. So that I will just skip over this one because I feel that this is a silly question. I read that Facebook is blocking publications when they include any URLs using GrooveFunnels. Is that happening? Is it happening to any publication or just those promoting GrooveFunnels? So it was not with GrooveFunnels, it was with GroovePages. People went out and spammed their links, and users were reporting these links as spam, which I understand. And Facebook just put our GroovePages domain on hold for, I believe it was 2 days. So it is back again now, but yes. Zapier. I have an input field value in my Zapier integrated form that does not get emailed with other form information. Any quick tips on what may be going on with that field? My tip is that the name ID or the input ID are not set up correctly in GroovePages. So whenever you are working with forms, let's just use this one for example. Whenever you are working with forms and you click on the form field, there is an input ID and an input name. So it's not name ID, it's input ID and input name. So these need to be set up, both of these, to work with Zapier, because Zapier uses the input ID as well. So in case this is not set up, it will not find it. Then once you're done, just connect it with the integration, Zapier, and then basically update, and then you'll be fine. Okay, then why did that happen? Doesn't matter. Good. Is there a way for the Groove URL to not auto-populate into text fields when deleting text? I've had this issue and saw it happen to Hillary as well on a live build. Watch here. And notice 2827 after deleting the white text that GrooveFunnels.com auto-populated in the field in black text. I've attached a screenshot. But this is if it wouldn't have anything in there, that means that you will not see it. So this is done for the reason that what people were doing was using text, deleting the whole text and using that as a spacer. So they wanted to add, let's just use something over here, this one. They wanted to add a bit of space, for example, over here. And what they were doing is they added on some, they did this. Okay, so it was not here. The add text here was not here. When you delete it, they just wanted the space. Okay, and that is not something our platform is happy with. So it was giving out error messages. So in case you would delete the whole thing and it wouldn't give you any text, like add text here, then it could be missed on the page and it could completely break your styling of the page. So this is why we do this. It is basically a security thing, and it is something that I'm very happy that this was implemented, because if I deleted something, like it deleted a whole piece of text, it actually shows up that there is a text element on there on the page, so I can delete it if I want to continue working. So that is not something I've seen as a problem. I believe this is something that is good. Okay, so I am finished with that, and let's just start with the questions over here. Jody White, hi there. In the VSL, the top video and the second video behave differently on resizing. Please explain. This template is in the second row of templates and actually is listed as VSL. Let's have a look. The second row could be this one. or this one. Okay, I believe she said that there is multiple videos in the template, so I believe that's not this, but maybe this. Okay, there is 2 videos on here. This is funky. Okay, so this is it on the preview. Let's just add it on and see what Jody might be experiencing. Okay, there we go. There is our video. There is another video. Let's have a look at this. Okay, it is still good. Still good. There is a video on here. There's a video on here. I don't know what you mean by this one. Absolutely, this text is funky. So I'll probably delete it and just pull in a new button over here. But I don't know what you mean, Jody, with your question. I don't know why I did that. I will never use this template, but I cannot help you with this one because I didn't see anything wrong with it. Maybe you did some kind of adjusting of spacing, sizing, something using the drag handles, and then it mixes up the layouts and it looks different. I don't know. Maybe you're trying to resize it. Whenever you resize something with this one, then it acts differently and it actually breaks the site, as you see here. So when you're resizing something, don't use the drag handles. That's just a pro tip that I could give you. You see here. I don't know. Did they release the tech that copies our website? If so, how do we access it? Yes, Bill, this is the page import feature. It is over here. You click on the plus icon, URL. But as I mentioned previously, this is being worked on, and this is something that is not 100%, not even 40%. There's a high chance that you will get an error message. Error message after importing the pages. I was just laughing at this question. Do you have a preference if you put Q column, Q minus, or Q dash, Q space minus, or Q minus? No preference. Just put a Q and I'm happy with it. Jody White, we cannot see this one. This is just a preview, and different screen sizes will see different things on their screens, and this is basically not a link that we can access. Hi from Australia, 2 a.m. Nice. John, JC, will there be email templates that we can use in GrooveMail? Yes, there will be. We will have a full pre-designed email editor, like with, I don't know who does this, MailChimp, I believe. They have like e-commerce templates and all kinds of different things for using like a rich email editor where you pull in the text, pull in the image, then you put here a product, then you do this, then you do that. We will have that. I will not go into MailChimp now, but yes, the answer is yes. How to convince customer support to use GrooveFunnel under us? How to not customer support, how to convince customer to use GrooveFunnel under us. This is called selling and marketing, and I suggest you look into what the best ways are when you are selling. So you need to have a value that the customer wants, in case you are giving something away, or in case you're selling something. There needs to be something that the user wants. So first, find the users that want to buy this from you or want to have something like that. And second, put up an offer that they cannot refuse. It's not only a product. Put up much more valuable content in there so that they can actually use it. For example, this is why I suggest adding bonuses is always a great idea. When you add on bonuses to an offer, to a product, it becomes more more enticing, more beautiful, more nicer, and the people would absolutely not say no so much as when they have just a normal product without any bonuses. Is GrooveMember still up? Yes, it is up. It is giving the error 500. It is being fixed soon. How to set up a domain for the GroovePages when you already have a business domain, say for WordPress? Would you recommend a product-specific domain name, or can a subdomain for your main website be preferred for something else? Don't use subdomains. Where if you use subdomains, you will not be able to use basically it will break your sites later on. When we have this funnel organizing feature, it will take up the whole root domain, and it will publish using the root domains. It is coming out hopefully this coming week. So yeah, I wouldn't use two domains separately. I wouldn't use the same domain on WordPress and on Groove, because that will give you only issues later on with the linking, with everything. After the update a few weeks ago, I lost all my integration on all my pages. Do you know if other had the same problem? I actually haven't heard people using integrations. I didn't use integration. What happened to me was the subdomain got deleted. This lemon.groovepages.com, it was not anymore there. It was asking me to set up a subdomain on my account which had sites published on that subdomain. So that was the only thing I've seen after the infrastructure update, but I just put up a subdomain, and after that it was fine. So I believe you just need to reconnect your integrations and it will be fine. Darcy's happy with me pasting the links. How do we set up a cart abandonment using GrooveSell for a physical product? So for a physical product and GrooveSell, this is there is no automated way yet. We'll have that option. Let me see where I can open it here. So when you have GrooveSell, you have the leads tab over here, which is for cart abandons. Okay, in case somebody comes to your cart, I believe I have a couple just to show you. Over here, as you can see, we have a couple that were trying to purchase the product but didn't purchase it yet. So now with these names, we can export these names into your email marketing service, and then you can remarket them. There is no automated way yet. There will be a button from here to email all your cart abandons, and also in GrooveMail you will be able to choose who to email, like email list, and I believe it will be an option to email all the cart abandons, and also your customers, and also your affiliates. So this will all be connected. If you have an affiliate product, you'll be able to email all your affiliates. If you have customers, you'll be able to email all your customers. For now, it is a manual process of exporting your customers. So for example, here with the leads, let me just check this all time. Export all. You get a CSV file you can upload to your email marketing service that you're using. If you are not using any, then I would just suggest waiting a little bit, or yeah, just waiting a little bit. GrooveMail will have this very soon. When will we get to see a roadmap for GrooveKart updates? No idea. I don't know about that. Your screen seemed blurred. I believe this is on your side. Internet or Facebook or YouTube are the issue. The loading speed. I actually live streaming in 1080p. After the live stream ends, you will be able to see the full HD recording. How are the updates for GrooveKart going, and how it will improve the functionality? I just showed earlier what the updates will be. This week we also had an update to GrooveKart. If you probably seen it, in case you were working in there, there is a clone to other page option. This is a feature that will make it easier for you when you're designing your pages. It is in the visual builder over here. So let me just use a block, for example, this one. And now whenever you are cloning, you can clone it or basically copy elements. You can copy entire blocks. You can now see what is selected on the screen over here. You can copy it to other page. Then you choose what page you want to copy it to, and then you select an element is cloned to that other page. So this is something that was added. It was not in there. We are adding constantly new features, new fixes and things like this. So that's the most recent one I heard about. Do you know which autoresponder integration works fine with GroovePages at the moment? I heard people having trouble with Aweber, and I'm having problem with GetResponse where autoresponder their email doesn't send. I don't know why this happens. I have no I haven't tested GetResponse sending. I played with Aweber, and for me it works well. I don't know, people were having trouble with it. It's just connecting the form properly. Most of the times the people make a mistake by not adding in the proper input name and input ID into the, so when you're using forms over here, let's just use this one. You need to actually set the input input ID and the input name correctly for each autoresponder, and this depends on autoresponder. So Aweber may be asking for name or first name or F name or something like that. Most of the times, because of this, is why autoresponders don't work properly. So in order to actually fix that, you would need to have a look at what your autoresponder asks for. I don't know why GetResponse doesn't send out emails. In case it collects the information, you would need to check with the autoresponder support why it actually doesn't send out the emails automatically. I have applied for GroovePay 2 weeks back and no response from the team. How long does it take to get GroovePay account to be allocated? I don't know. As I previously mentioned to somebody else that asked this, GroovePay is a completely different support, completely different entity at this moment. We will be merging the payment systems with GrooveFunnels very soon, but for now, GroovePay, it's like PayPal. I don't want to say something wrong. It's like PayPal, but with the name Groove in it. So at this moment, I don't have information. I would just suggest you reach out to them and then ask for a follow-up. Hi, David. Question. I'm a platinum member. When I send email via GrooveMail autoresponder, it asks the receiver, we just need to confirm your subscription by clicking the link below. I believe Damien already answered this one. We just need to confirm your subscription by clicking the link below. I think it fears the receiver. May I know what should I do, please? Yeah, so this is a double opt-in, basically. In GrooveMail, when you create a campaign or broadcast, for example, okay, here, I believe, no, or in the previous ones, I believe there needs to be over here on the next one. So let's just it is in the sequences, I believe, because I understand what you're talking about, but that's the answer. What Damien said, your double opt-in is in there. Let me try one more time. I probably missed something. Send by email. Yes, send by email. Okay. Communication. That's fine. I believe it is in the sequences. when you create a sequence, it asks you there. So let's just try to edit one. No, we will not be able to edit one. Where did I see it? I'm missing now. Anyway, when you're sending out the email, it says there opt-in or well, one time opt-in or 2 times opt-in, double opt-in or something like that. Now I really don't know where it was, so I'll just continue. But that's the solution. How do I add a PDF video into GrooveMember? You need to upload it to Google Drive, Dropbox, or something like that. For the PDF. Video, we will have GrooveVideo element that you will be able to use, but for now, YouTube is something that you can use, or Vimeo. But if you upload your content to files or folders in Google Drive or Dropbox and things like this is a workaround for now. Will the HTML in GrooveMail will be able to read CSS? Good question. I believe so. Yeah, I believe it will. We will have a rich email editor. I believe you asked that question previously. We will have an email editor where you will be able to do all kinds of different things. Pull in elements of text, image, video, dynamic elements as well that will be working with GrooveKart, and that will require CSS. Will there be a way to enhance, beautify the forms in GrooveMail, like the forms within GroovePages yes, it's coming next week. Can we hide a particular section only for mobile or only on desktop? Yes, you can, and there is a video on that. So I suggest just searching for hiding, like anywhere you basically search on the support desk on YouTube, Facebook, GrooveDigital Academy, you would find your answer. So I'll pop this in. This is for the person that asked this question. I don't know who it is because I cannot see the name. But that's the answer to that. Hiding elements on different screen sizes in GroovePages. Good. I'll just leave this image over here. It looks nice. I'm unable to use the one-click purchase in GrooveSell from an embedded form in GroovePage. It only works with the link, not embedded. Yes, this is confirmed. Is it possible to create a portfolio website with Groove? I mean, gallery type that you can select image and next it. So this is like a light box where you click the image and then it opens up. This is not a feature yet. There is a request for this feature in the feedback portal. So in case you come over here to feedback.groovefunnels.com, you can come over here to GroovePages and upvote that feature. I believe this is light box. Or gallery photo block, gallery with text overlay, mouse over effect animation. So you can upvote these ones over here. These are relevant to what you're trying to do. In the VSL video, okay, so Jody White, the GroovePages.com/test. Okay. So let's just have a look. I cannot see anything wrong with it, Jody. I believe this is due to the screen size that you're using. Sometimes it shows up differently on different screen sizes. Let's just zoom in or zoom out. Oops, that way. but I really don't know what you are seeing. You would need to do a screenshot or a screen recording for me to have a look. How to access better support? What? I don't know what better support means. Like, I'm doing support, the users in the community do good support. Our support team is very good at support, so I don't know what you mean by better. Will our pages always say groovepages.com after the page name? No, if you connect your custom domain, then it will not. How do you turn on email campaigns? You create them over here, and then you basically, on the end of the sequence, let's just see if I can edit it. So you can, this is a sequence where you add a trigger. If somebody comes to your, I will do a training on this one tomorrow because I believe people need to know. So for example, you now get a new contact that is assigned the tag paid course member. Okay, then this sequence will be sent out automatically. Or if you get somebody that comes to your email list, something like that, immediately this sequence will start for them. So there is no, if you actually have this one, and let's just see, you set the send email, see here, it says send status active. So you can send the email, you type in the text, done, basically to be activated. It says draft, but it starts sending out the email. There is a fix coming for this. That's basically it. How do you turn on email? Okay, so now I answered this one. Do you happen to know if any of the payment plans options like QuadPay, Klarna, etc., that will allow customers to split the forecast total into payments of 4 can be added into the checkout of Groove? If you mean by purchasing a Groove as GrooveFunnels, I don't think so. There are different options for 12 pay, 6 pay, 3 pay, or one-time payment. If you are actually selling your own products, you can set up different flexible options, payment options in GrooveSell. So you actually don't need Klarna and things like this. You offer it to your customers. So I was doing a training for our support team yesterday, and in here, oops, not this one. And in here, in the pricing step, you can actually add on new price points. Do you want a recurring or you want installment? For example, this is installment plan. So let's just say that that your course is $1,000, but you want to separate it with 4 installments. So you will charge $250 monthly for 4 months in a row. And this is basically what you're trying to do. So you add this price point, and then your customers will be able to choose it on the checkout. So you don't actually need Klarna. These services, they actually take a commission or a percentage or something like that of the sales, but this way you keep 100% of it. Is it positive to create a portfolio website with Groove? Positive. Is it possible to create a like gallery type? You can. Okay, I believe I answered this one. Completely forgot about the subdomain implication being hard-coded once set. I rushed to test the form last night and published a page quickly. Set a subdomain quickly, relevant only to that page. I botched the subdomain name. Well, there we go. I want to set up a team inside of Groove. Is this easy to do? You cannot set up a team yet. That will be an upcoming feature towards the end of the year. How are we doing with uploading a video into Member? We're doing very, very well. Can I do it now or soon? You can do it soon. Why want product name and price save in GrooveKart? I don't know. This is something that needs to be looked into by the support. Please reach out to them. Please state how would you explain the security and stability of GroovePages versus WordPress to a prospective user. Prospect was concerned if Groove gets hacked, are all sites vulnerable? And once you've made a page, what is the likelihood of changing when Groove makes updates? How WordPress sites often break when WordPress. Okay, so WordPress is extremely unsecure because of all the plugins and all the extra things you need to install, which are third-party apps that are basically essential for the functionality of WordPress. WordPress you can imagine as a blank sheet of paper where you actually need to put all kinds of different things so you have a proper document you can use. So WordPress is just a base where you can install plugins and where you actually start working on your pages. It's very basic, and Groove is going the completely other way of not getting into the business of selling plugins and selling these kinds of extra add-ons, but we want to do a lot of these things ourselves, which is more secure. Like hacking into Groove is hard. And what actually means hacking Groove? You cannot get into our servers so easily. This is not only our own code that is not allowing it, but the security systems of the domain, security systems of the hosting and the servers that we are doing. When you actually have a WordPress site, you are more vulnerable because you have all these other add-ons and plugins, and this is what makes WordPress unstable. They have to do security updates every second, third, fourth day because it's just crazy how much loopholes there are. Groove being a cloud-based service that is installed on secure servers on secure hostings, with Cloudflare being the connection between a domain's registrar and the platform itself, it's 100% much more secure. And when we do an update, it is almost seamless for the users. In case you're a user that is on the platform while the update was done, you will not see anything. You really need to exit, log out the platform, do a hard reload so that it actually loads in the new version of the platform. There are things that break because we do these big updates. So for example, like the styling on your button is not there anymore, like the color just went out. But that happens with all the other platforms as well. Like there is no platform that is 100% stable that is not doing any kind of mistakes like that. So that's basically my explanation of security. It is day and night compared to WordPress. Is it possible? Okay, so this is answered already. The form, mobile form you just added, can you show again where you got those blocks from? It is in the wireframe blocks. So blocks, wireframe, form, and then you scroll down and then you have it here. How can we use videos in GrooveMember? That will be an element being added in the next couple of updates. It will not be this week. It will be coming soon. Okay. How to embed GrooveSell product funnel to GroovePage. I actually have a video on this one. So if you just type in embed in anywhere, in Facebook, YouTube, support, you will find a video on building out a landing page with embedded GrooveSell checkout. This is the video I would suggest you to watch. And here on Facebook as well. Oh, that will be for you, dear Facebook user. In case you could, please head over to streamyard.com/Facebook so I can see your name when you're commenting. Jerica, how do you link your clickable button, submit button, and your pop-up pages to GrooveMail? So it's not a submit button. It needs to be a normal button. Your okay, so let's just delete everything from the page. Okay. So let me just show you here. On this, in this container, I will just put a button, a solid button, and this will be used to activate my pop-up, which we created, which we didn't save. So now this is my pop-up. Okay, and I show you previously how you can create the form. Once you did, you can get the code. For example, this one, you copy over the code and you paste it in onto your pop-up inside a code embed element. Like here, you click on this element to the cogwheel, gear icon, as Americans say it, and then save. Now I come to button, I click configure, link to pop-up, and then pop-up 1, update. There we go. So now when you save and preview it, you can see that the button is opening a pop-up, which is opening the form. So that's basically it. Can I copy my ClickFunnels to GrooveFunnels? It will be coming. ClickFunnels blocked blocked us so that it doesn't allow you to transfer over your funnels. They are threatened and they don't like their users leaving and not paying them the money anymore. So they blocked us. So we are doing a workaround where it will be possible, but it takes time. Is a subdomain the same as adding a page to your website? A subdomain is something that you type in. For example, in my address bar now, I have app.groovefunnels.com. This is a subdomain. Okay, so app dot is the subdomain. If the normal root domain is groovefunnels.com, but if you add something before, which is app or something like that, funnels.groovefunnels.com, that would be a subdomain, or davidlemon.groovefunnels.com, that would be a subdomain. This is not the same as a page. When you add on a page, it will be coming to your root domain, for example, groovefunnels.com/page name. Okay, so subdomain is something that comes before the root domain. Oops, I didn't want to do that. So for example, in this case, app is the subdomain, but /GroovePages is the page. It's basically in the design world, in the website world, / means a folder. So on the root domain groovefunnels.com, in the folder GroovePages, in the folder builder, access the file 142962 hashtag. That's basically a / in the website world. It actually enters a folder. Okay, follow up. Can I have 2 identical input IDs on the same form, or do all input IDs need to be unique? It needs to be unique. I used a template that had a form already and deleted a couple of fields I didn't need. One of the text fields don't make it to Zapier. They need to all be unique. Thanks, David. I ran out of space in my last question, but do you know if that split pay option you show is also available for customers purchasing product from GrooveKart? That one I don't know. I don't think so. Let's just have a look if I have GrooveKart open somewhere. And this, this would be in the payment gateways. Actually, not the payment gateways. It is in the setting up the product. Blah, my products. Because when you set up a product there, you need to actually set up the price of the product, and there it should be. I don't know if this is an option, but let's have a look together. So let's just do the all over backpack, edit. Okay, so information, main info, description, SEO, advanced settings. Okay, pricing and variance. So variance, you can have different variants, wholesale cost, additional shipping fee. Okay, variance, quantity costs, quantity discount. So I don't believe this is possible on bigger items. So this is something where that kind of functionality would come in handy. But this could also be a feature request to actually add on these customizable pricing options for GrooveKart. I don't know if that would be useful or not, but I believe it could be. So if you want, you can request it on feedback dot so Kenny GrooveKart.canny.io. Here we go. This is the platform where you have ability to ask for features and also report bugs for GrooveKart itself. Let's just go on to the next one. Will there be a future feature that will help us make check ADA compliance for the website? We have all kinds of different compliance and different legal things planned, but I don't know when, but I do know that it will be an option somewhere to have these types of compliant pages. Having problem in adjusting a space with logos and image, how to fix that? Well, now I know everything that there is to know about your problem. Thank you very much. I have no clue what your problem is actually because I cannot see. It is a visual problem, so you would probably need to, it's not probably, you will need to record a loom.com short video for me in order to have a look. If you attached a screenshot or something to your post, I cannot see it from my side over here. So in case you recorded a video, please explain in the video what the actual problem is, how you came to it, and where the problem happens, and tag me. This way I will be able to see the post. Can I add customer field like a message or comment in GrooveMail? It does not seem to be working for me. Can I add a field like a message or comment in GrooveMail? Yes, it is text area. When you're creating a forms, you have, let's just edit this one. You can add a text area, which is add a new field. And let's just see if there is something like that. There is no message. So we can create a custom form, which will be message. Then the type will be text area. And then the label will be type in your message. You can make it mandatory or not. Once you click save, then it is not showing up here, but you need to add the field from over here, message. There we go. Save, and there you go. Question. Hi David, is there a way for me to establish affiliate program for my Etsy store? No. I need people to check out there and generate links for affiliate and track them to pay commissions. No, it is not a way. Basically, you can send them out. Affiliate program is connected to your product in GrooveSell. So if you have your products sold by GrooveSell, not by Etsy, then you can. If it's sold by Etsy, there is no way to actually receive the money and send it over to your affiliates, because you don't handle the money. It's Etsy handling the money. So if you have your products that you are selling not through Etsy but to your own site through GrooveSell, you can do that. How do we make a subdomain on Groove? What is the benefit of subdomain over adding a page? Don't create a subdomain in Groove because that will break your site in the future. I mentioned this already 3 times, I believe, today, but I will mention it again. So whenever you create a subdomain, you will not be able to have funnels on it. So what Groove will do is it will take over a root domain. Let me just show you here. So once you go out of your site, this is one site. This one site will have one root domain, okay? This is another site. This site will have another root domain. So this will be davidlemonbook.com. This will be davidlemondrinks.com. This is a root domain. In case you would like to add davidlemonbooks.com, but this one drinks.davidlemonbooks.com, it is possible, but I don't suggest it because you will not be able to allow Groove to handle your root domain, add on funnels and things like this. Once the funnel organizing feature comes out, it will need the actual root domain on there. So I don't suggest setting up subdomains, because if you do, your linking will not be working once that feature is out. Is it possible to use Groove just as a tracking software to generate those affiliate links and see the statistics? I will pay they outside of Groove, for example. No, they cannot pay outside the Groove. They need to pay inside Groove, because you cannot have affiliates inside Groove, but for the customers to pay outside. That's not how it works. It is not possible. You cannot have just a tracking for that. That's why we are creating GrooveSell, where you can create unlimited number of products, even on the free account, and then you can actually sell your products through there, fulfill the products, and then offer affiliate programs through that. So I believe this was the last question. I don't have any other here in my list. So we are coming close to 1 hour 45 minutes has passed already. So I will probably wrap this up, and thank you very much for watching. We will have a GrooveKart training tonight, so please join us. Please join us tonight on GrooveKart training. We have an announcement to basically announce who is the winner of the GrooveKart challenge. We ask people to post their links onto the post, which I will find for you now. This was the GrooveKart pageant, and I could have just searched for it, but I will just scroll through the media, and this is how I find things. So just a tip for you guys. GrooveKart pageant. For the people that posted their links over here, there is only 72 comments here, but it's not a lot. So in case you created your GrooveKart store and you want to participate, please paste your links over here, and you have a chance to win a prize. Tonight on our GrooveKart training, we will be announcing the winner. So in case you worked hard on your GrooveKart store, just paste the link here, and then you have a chance to win. That's basically it. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. And then tomorrow we can do a GrooveMail video. Tomorrow we will do an intro, not an intro, but the basic how to use GrooveMail video. So if you are interested, join us tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is 6 p.m. Central European Time, or in Asian countries it is 6 hours after. Basically it is somewhere around midnight. So in case you're interested, join us, and then we can have a look at GrooveKart together. So one more time, guys, thank you very much for watching, and then see you in the next video.